Hello guys, this video is about JDBC connection. So we can connect the Java program to the database using JDBC. So let me tell you how to create a database, your normal database. NetBeans by default it will be having a Derby database. So I'll be talking about Derby database here. So let us go and create your database here. So you have to get into service tab. See, suppose you don't have a service tab here, go to your Windows, click on service and you'll be having that. Okay, so right click on Java database, create database. That is okay. So here we have to give our database name. Let me give us friendly. Okay, it's already there. So friend, username is also friend, password is also friend. Okay, so our database is being created. Let's wait. Okay, it's done here. So this is our database, the very recent database which I have created. Okay, so what you have to do is right click on that and click connect. Okay, once it's connected you will be able to expand it. See here, so it's disgusting. Okay, friends. Okay, we don't have any table here because we haven't created any table. So what you have to do is create a table. So we have to give a table name, maybe a login table. Okay, definitely there will be a column called username of data type varchar. So I really hope you guys are really good or at least know the basics of database or at least how to create a table. Okay, and password of varchar, again 40 character. So I have created a table here named as login. Let me view the data. Right now I don't have any table, I don't have any rows, no data here. So what I'm going to do is insert some data here. Okay, first data is user 1 and pass 1. So if I need to add a row, I can click here, user 2 and pass 2. Okay, so that's it. We are done with the database. So let us get into coding part. Okay, close it. Okay, when you're coming here, what you have to do is, the very best thing is you need to get the driver class of the database which you are using here. Here I'm using a Derby database, so I'm just putting a Derby class here. So where can I get this class? Right click on the database whichever you have created. If suppose you are going to work with some other database, what you have to do is click on right click on your database, new connection. So here are few databases which you can connect with Java. So you have to make a connection. Once you are done with the connection, your database will be available like this, so you can do further. So here we are talking about Derby, which is a default. Okay, here right click properties, here driver class. So this is a one. Okay, just copy it and paste here. Okay, it's already pasted. Fine. So that is for your driver class. The second one is for your connection. So no matter whatever the database you are using, you definitely need a connection for that. For that, what are the things you need? So three main things you need. First one is the URL, then again username, then the password. So what is my username and password? Friend. Okay, so I need to change that. So the first parameter is the URL of the database. So where can I get the URL of the database? Right click. Okay, the properties is not here. So what I have to do is disconnect it, then again connect it, then I'll be having the properties. Okay, sometimes it happens. So here is the database URL, just copy it. Okay, and paste it here. Okay, so we are done with the connection, and the main part is to put your Java file into your project. So right click on your libraries, add Java folder. So this particular libraries will be available in your, because we are using the Derby database, so this Java files will be available in your Java installation tab. So in Ubuntu it's here. So for Windows you must be getting into C drive, then again program files there, Java. So under Java, JDK 1.8 or 1.9, 1.7, whatever the version you're using. So under that, DB, there'll be something called as DB, like this. Then again library, then you'll be getting all these. So here for Derby database, Derby run. So if you are using some other database, for example, if you are using MySQL database, definitely you need to download the Java file of that particular database to connect the database with the Java. Okay, here we are talking about Derby, so I have attached. Okay, so we can see here now. So what I have done is just I'm going to comment it all. Okay, we didn't look into these things. Okay, so I just printed a statement called, like I have written here connector. So if I get this particular guy, then it means I have no problem with my database connection over here. So let me check my database connection. Oh, there's some error. User ID password, invalid username and password. So I'm getting this because I have just printed the exception here. That's why I'm getting it. If suppose you don't have this particular line, definitely you won't be having anything over there, even if you have some exception. So it's always good to print your exception. Friend. So what is my password actually? So I have modified. Okay, friends. Okay, so I have given us friends. Well, let me run this program. Okay, I got this guy. So it means I don't have any problem with my connection to the database. I mean, particularly these three lines. So I didn't tell you about this guy. So this guy is used to run all the queries. So this particular statement object will be used to run all your queries, like select, insert, update, whatever it is. Okay, this is the guy who's gonna run all these guys. Well, so let me tell you a simple statement how to retrieve data from your database. Okay, so what is this guy? So this result guy, he's the guy who's going to hold the data whichever we get from database. So after that, okay, so this guy will be having two rows. As of our login page, we only have two data. So after this particular query, this object will be having two rows along with the cursor. So that's the main highlight of this result set. So how it works? So if suppose these two are the rows of the database of the table called login, the cursor will be over here, not on the first row. Okay, this one you really need to remember. The cursor will be always above the first row. So to bring the cursor to the first row, what you have to do is you need to use a method called next. While you're using this method, the cursor will move to the next row like this. If suppose after when the cursor is in this particular row and you are using the next method, then definitely the cursor will be moving to the next row like this. So this next method is used to move the cursor to your very next row. Well, so initially your cursor will be above the first row. So to bring the cursor to the next row, I'm using this ors.next here. So why am I putting it inside your while loop? So if the cursor is in a row and if the row contains some data, then definitely it's gonna return true for us. And if there is no data on the that particular row, then definitely that will be a false. So here ors.next will return true for the first time while I'm using that, because initially the cursor is here and I'm telling that ors.next, then the cursor is here and obviously there is a data over here because we have two data in our table. So first time it will be getting the true. So after that, what I'm doing is I'm just printing the values whichever I get from the first row. So to get the values from the row, what you do, see here you have the result set object. Using that object you need to use get method. So in get we have integer and string. So if you are using an integer column, here both the columns are string type. So that's the reason I'm using string here. If suppose you have something called id or something like that, definitely you should go with get int. Okay, so get string, what is this one? This one indicates the very first column. So it's a column number. So first column, the whatever the values are there in the row in the very first column. So in the first row, first column data will be here. Then again first row, the same row, second column data will be displayed. Then again after your first iteration is over, for the second iteration it goes here, then ors.next. So from the cursor from here it will be moving to the next row. Then here definitely there is a line because there is a data, because we have two data. So here then again it will be returning true. then it will get into the loop. Then again it prints for the column 1 for second row, then again column 2 for second row, then again it goes here rs.next. That will obviously move the cursor to the next one. So we don't have a third row, there is no third data in our table, so definitely there will be a false one, so the loop ends. Okay, so if we have 100 lines, definitely this loop will go for 100 times, and whatever the statement comes within this while loop will execute. So here as of now I'm just printing the data. So let me see whether I get all the data. Yes, I got, we have 2 data there and I got all the data. So let me show you once again. So this is the table we got. Okay, in this table, see we have 2 rows, so 2 data. So that's what we got here. So that's it. So I have told you about the basic, very basic connection to the database using JDBC. So stay tuned for upcoming videos. I'll be talking about all this, inserting, updating all these queries in my upcoming videos, so stay tuned. And if you really like this video, please do like and share this video. So definitely, if you really love my video or the way I teach, then please subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you.